Okay, let's talk about union operator. The union operator is used to combine the results of two or more select statement. Every select statement within union must have same number of columns, and column must be of similar data types, and columns in every select must be the same order. So here I'm going to do a union on employee name. So I'm doing a union of the same employee table twice because I don't have a lot of other tables, so I'm just doing a union on that. So if I'm trying to give something, some other value here, it's going to throw an error because it is expecting only one same number of columns. Whereas if I wanted to add here an employee number, it's going to work. So this is how you do a union, and there is something called union all. So union all again, it can, if you want to see duplicates, it's gonna show the duplicates. It will give records from both the tables. Even if it is matching, it will just show the matching records both side, and it gives a duplicate as well. Let's discuss about the group by statement is often used for aggregate functions like count, max, minimum, sum, average, to group by the result set by one or more columns. So here, see, so whatever values, whatever fields I'm giving in the group by should be given here. So if I give ename, it doesn't work because it's not given here. This is how a group by works. If you want to group, separate it out, or let's say I want to do a max or something. So I have to see the count of employees from this department. So I can use an EMP number from this particular group. I can see that. So similarly, I can use max, minimum, all these values. So if I want to see the max of salary from a group, max of salary from this group, I can see that minimum salary from this group. So every group, it is categorizing based on a group which is different departments. Okay, now let's talk about having clause. The having clause was added to SQL because the keyword can here using a group by, right? So if I have to use a having clause comes after the group by. So I'll be using a having instead of where condition. Let's say I want to filter out the data for the department number 20. I will be using a having clause. Now let's discuss about the exist operator. The exist operator is used to test the existence or check the existence of a record in a subquery. So the exist operator returns true if the subquery returns one or more records. So here we are doing a select query inside another query. So we basically call it a subquery. So when let's do a subquery here. So select star from EMP where X is select star from department where department number 20. So what happened is even though I'm doing a filter of 20 here, it just checks for all the records from the department table because if I query this out like this, it's going to give only 20. So it's not like a in condition. So here uh, it checks for the data. What if it is returning something, it's going to return everything out of it. So if I want to filter it out in more specific way, I have to use e dot department. I'm gonna give e here. I'm gonna have to give alias. So d dot department number and department number equal to 20. So now it make more sense because I'm doing a filter and total records, even though it is like just 20, it's coming out of this. But here you're doing a join, or like I'm doing a condition match here. So based on the records, it is giving me a result here.